Hey y'all, this is Lydia. The galactic signature for today is the red Galactic Dragon. And this is dealing with our primary self, who we are in our simplest form, when we are detached, free, in our plane, in our wonder, who that is red dragon. And in particular, it also deals with primal trust and trusting that as we are on this journey of remembrance, as we're on this journey of coming back to who we truly are, we are also tapping into an instinct and a natural trust and a primal trust that as we move through this journey, we will receive what we need and things will be provided for us as we move forward. Especially when we're moving forward in divine alignment, in that instinctual, intuitive way where we understand our connection to the divine, understand our connection to nature, and to use that and utilize that to create the reality that we want, and to use our creative powers to move forward and to be the greatest and best versions of ourselves. So our awareness, or our conscious self for today, is the destroyer. And this is dealing with breaking down old structures, which I think will continue for the rest of Virgo season. We're releasing things that are no longer serving us. We're breaking out of boxes that no longer can contain our expansion and our light and who we have become and who we are becoming. Whatever isn't working anymore, whatever is outdated, outmoded, whatever is too limited for our expanding perception and awareness is being destroyed, it's being broken down. And this also ties into Red Dragon of opening up into that instinctual being and really letting go of whatever is controlling or whatever is us trying to force fit things, and to allow ourselves to remember who we are through play, through wonder, through being open and not so doubtful and mistrustful of what's happening, and really to allow these energy shifts we've been going through to really integrate and to really be in wholeness and bring us into wholeness. Overall, the Mayan cross for today deals with us integrating our light body, our primary being, or who we are and our true essence, and our physical body, and whatever is not in congruency, whatever is not in integrity, it's being brought back into alignment. And we're rounding off Virgo season now, so we're wrapping this up of bringing things back into balance so that we can go into Libra season in balance. So our subconscious self for today is the dead end. And the dead end is very much alive. It is an energy of being redirected. So if we're pushing up against things that are no longer serving us, or there are subconscious dead ends where, it's playing out, these old issues are coming back, these old patterns are coming back, and the divine is saying this is a dead end. It's time to redirect. It's time to face away from what isn't working and face toward what is, and to really let go of our judgments around what we're being pulled toward, because we can also have these perceptions of things of, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be perceived this way. I don't want people to think that I'm this or that, or to associate me with groups of people who normally do that. We're being asked to let those things go and to really dive into subconsciously, what are the dead ends? What are we brushing up against that really isn't serving us anymore? And to really open up again to non-judgment so that we can open up and allow healing to happen, because healing is innate. It is our natural state of being. So really the act of healing is the act of getting out of the way. And the dead end is getting in our way in order to say, hey, this thing is no longer serving us. It's time to move away. It's time to move into the clear path, the path that is the least resistant, and to really be in flow. And again, be in that innate intelligence within our body, within our being, that primal trust and that instinctual ability to really just go with the flow, and to really trust that we are guided and that we are always guided. The guide for today is the forest. So the forest energy is twofold. It's shadows and it's light. It is the energy of beautiful wonder and magic and beautiful things happening, but as well as challenges and lessons and things we must go through in order to unblock and to get to our highest selves. And this being the guide is inviting us to step into that, to step into a dynamic equilibrium and a very organic balance of being okay with the light and the dark, being okay with challenges, and really using those challenges in order to unblock and to be in our highest version of ourselves and our highest beauty, and not to be so concerned with, well, if these things are coming up in my path, then I must be doing something wrong, or I need to turn around, or blah, 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 blah. It's more of accepting whatever comes with non-judgment, to look at it openly so that we can really be free to choose and be free to decide and to be free to give and receive and to be free to be in flow of being in these energies and trusting that they're getting us to where we're going. And also going back to the dead end, trusting those dead ends to actually be not necessarily a stop, but a redirect, a sign for us to move into a new direction, and to really look at that as an open, alive sort of experience, and not to feel so stuck and to feel so blocked as we move forward. So the challenge for today is Anima Mundi, trusting that wholeness, trusting that we are whole exactly as we are. And a lot that's been coming up in the Mayan astrology is also, it is what it is, this idea of radical acceptance of what is presenting in our reality, and looking at that as signs and signals to what is coming up from the unconscious realm to be addressed so that we can unblock whatever is blocking us. So the challenge for today is to seeing that there's wholeness in that, and that this process of unblocking is not something that will ever really be done with. We're always coming back to our true selves through this process of expansion and unblocking. So the challenge for today is looking at ourselves as whole and complete in any given moment, no matter what is presenting. And our complement for today is the maiden. And the maiden goes into the forest. The maiden goes into situations that perhaps, lead her astray, and she trusts that whatever's situation she's attracted toward, that is actually the process of unblocking, and actually the process of moving forward. And again, not being in judgment, she goes into beautiful situations, she goes into not so beautiful situations. It really doesn't matter what she goes into, because there's this understanding that whatever is presenting is meant for her. And by going through, whether it's a challenging situation or a beautiful situation, it is this process of unblocking and becoming this wholeness of who she is and this innocence of who she is. The maiden is very innocent, and really we are innocent. And when we tap into our inner child and we tap into the innate intelligence of our bodies, there is this natural flow and this natural innocence and playfulness and ease when we allow ourselves to be in that ease. And again, the challenge is Anima Mundi, which is wholeness, which is unity no matter what's happening. But it's that ease of it, that simplicity of it, and being in our simplicity and allowing us that simplicity to get us back to our primary being, who we are in our true essence, in full form of the beauty and simplicity and the expression of who we are, which is Red Dragon. So I hope this message resonates. Love you.